Welcome to Flashback Fridays, where memories unfold. We're diving into the past, where classic stories are told. Nintendo, Sega, Super Nintendo, and more. We're unlocking the treasures that gaming has in store. Flashback Fridays. It's the time machine of fun, retro games and laughter. Our journey just begun. Grab your controller. Let's rewind and play. Nostalgia's calling. It's Flashback Friday.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Flashback Fridays here on Unexpectedly Random Live. We are starting a new game, which I probably should have noted that it was a premiere in the informational stuff areas and things. Also, are we not docking properly? That is a good question. Anyway, the new game is called Final Fantasy VIII. I believe, if I'm counting my Roman numerals right. This is originally a game that was on the PlayStation 1 or the original PlayStation, depending on how they're naming nomenclature. There's the word for you. Depending on how that was originally set up. So that's what we're going to be playing today. It's ironically it's the game we were going to play last week, and then everything kind of failed and didn't do that. So that brings us to doing the same thing this week. This is going to be a long game, which is not what I had originally intended because it's a adventure RPG. I believe kind of on par with the Legend of Dragoon style of things, even though Final Fantasy came first and Legend of Dragoon was more of a fantasy similar style of game to it. I never played these growing up, Final Fantasy games at all. I played a little bit of a Final Fantasy game on Xbox, Xbox 360, and I want to say it was 10 or 11, maybe 12. Whichever one had lightning in it, and there was like two parts. It was 12 and then 12-2 or something. So never played all the way through that one. Got partway into it, and then I was kind of the end of my Xbox era at the time. So we may get back to that one eventually, but I have the second one too, I believe. So that is neither here nor there. Today is Flashback Friday, so we're going to be playing this. Why episode or Final Fantasy VIII? No real particular reason, truth be told. It was one that I had access to, and that was the biggest thing. I'm not a major fan of the top-down adventure-style games, as I found out with the early Legend of Zelda games, and that kind of made an influence on that. Also, this one was the one that was most similar to like the Legend of Dragoon as far as the adventure goes, and Legend of Dragoon made kind of my baseline for a lot of games of that style. So, good or bad, that's up to you to decide. I don't think it's bad because I enjoyed Legend of Dragoon and I've played it multiple times, which is saying a lot about a long game like that. So, we're going to get started on this. For those of you, wow, did I do all of that without the intro? That's impressive. Fascinating. Kind of looks like there's wings on the back of her shirt there. For those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. Ironically, this was the same year as Legend of Dragoon released, 1999. We do stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at whenever I finally get here in the PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos, and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and social media platform formerly known as Twitter, if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, I do want to note that this game is rated T for teen by the ESRB for mild blood, mild language, suggestive themes, use of alcohol, and violence. Realistically, probably not a lot different than what Legend of Dragoon was, but I do try to point that out when we get started here. I used to have a I don't think I had it for Flashback Fridays, but I have the overlay with the SRB tags on it. Not that it's terribly significant, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on this today. We are starting a new game, so there's gonna be a lot of tutorial stuff. Also, for those of you watching live, this is a Sea Pancake double stack day. We are going to be running 2 episodes today because I can and I want to. And with the tutorial stuff here, it's going to be a little draggy, probably getting started. Plus, it gives me an extra episode to post out to the YouTube side of things, helping us catch up a little faster. I'll be here. I'll be here for you. No, wait. Why? Be waiting. I'll be waiting here. For what? I'll be waiting for you. So, you come here. You'll find me. I promise. Look at how crisp that looks on our Trinitron bezel here. Gorgeous. When I look back at my monitor, it puts me the wrong direction because I want to be facing the game while I'm playing the game. Fun stuff. Incoming sword. Squaresoft, Final Fantasy VIII. Hey, it was wings on the back of her shirt. Vest? Cloak? So the guy with the shorter sword, and we'll find that out here before long, his name is, in the game, is known as Squall. But we're going to change that for our character name. Just a heads up for you. That's about as much as I recall. I started playing this quite a while back, and then it crashed, and so that was problematic. So it shouldn't crash this time, but we'll take precautions. His sword has like a gun hand. Ah, that's messy. Final Fantasy VIII. Or VIII, if you want Roman numericals. And the art style is very similar to The Legend of Dragoon, which makes sense because, again, PlayStation 1999 era. Mr. Kadawaki, how are you feeling? Or Doctor, sorry. He's here. She has earned that title. Let's see. My forehead hurts. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. See, we have an opportunity. No! 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 Sorry, we're gonna have to, I was clicking buttons and, don't think I can, I think I can do that. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. We'll quickly go through the intro again. That was dumb. I shouldn't have been clicking stuff like crazy. Okay. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't click that, but there we go. This will get us back there. And I'm not gonna click on confirm because why would I do that? What kind of dumb person preemptively clicks on confirm? I mean, come on. I can say that because I literally just did it. How are you feeling? My forehead hurts. You know what? Since we're here, we have this opportunity. Let's use the other dialogue. Okay, I guess. Take it easy next time, you hear? Looks like your eyes are focusing. Should be fine. Say your name for me. Okay, let's go ahead and not press confirm. Name the character. The character's name is me. You know, interestingly, presumably default goes back to Squall. Yep. Slurp. He made slurpy sounds. Okay. Confirm. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher? Safe. Safer. Safer. Safe. That's safe. I'm guessing it's safer because it's probably derived from original Japanese. If I remember the origin of Final Fantasy games correctly. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong though, so there's that. I can also clean up my screen here a little bit. Here. My screen, not you guys' screen. No changes on your side. That's safer. Won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Yeah. Quistis? I've never pronounced that name right. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Quistis? Come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious, but it'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now, please come by. Levi. So we meet again. I must have looked away from her. I didn't think that was Quistis, so that was somebody else. So let me point this out because this is awesome, and maybe it's just because of the layout or where I have it or what, but the graphics over here, which is where you're actually watching this, on my monitor where I'm playing this on, it's very pixelated. Of course, the resolution is pulled up and stretched and things too. Over there, it looks pristine. It looks like literally the original on the CRT. There's no like fragments, really, nothing strange. When that last animation of her just walking in, I mean, everything was clean and crisp, and I love it. And I don't know if that's because of how it displays, because of our resolution. Even like on my when I pull up the stream on like my phone to check to make sure that things are stable, it looks so good, and I love it. It just I love it. That's the power of the Trinitron. That's what I'm gonna attribute it to. Okay. I knew it'd either be you or Safer. Which is ironic because he's not being safer. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. I'm gonna have to examine a field. Do I have control? Kind of do. Levi, is there something on your mind? No, not really. What's so funny? I want to use my joysticks, but they're not working. Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. Feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little. That's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. You literally can't go anywhere but forward. It's none of your business. I'm honestly half tempted to watch it on this screen over here while we play, just simply because it looks so much better, and I don't know why. Good morning, class. Start with today's schedule. There seem to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. That guy in the back on the left is the guy that slashed her face open. I'm pretty sure. Yes, the field exam for SeeD. SeeD? I assume that's pronounced SeeD. But it may not be, but that's going to be how we go forward with it. Candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Safer? I was right. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. And Levi, I need to talk to you. Ugh. Okay, so Circle brings up my GF. Oh, Guardian Force. But the game was giving me a girlfriend. It's a me, Mario. Gun. I don't know what any of this is. So we're going to not mess with it. No, don't run away. You better show some courtesy to Instructor Trape. It's an honor to be called over by Instructor Trape. Try to smile a little when you're talking to the instructor. You're gonna watch? You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's SeeD exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but safer. Sport? You have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Should anything happen to Instructor Trape, the Treepies will get you back. Alone with Instructor Trape. Dude. Don't make it weird. Let's see. What a pain. I'm sure that just backs me out of it, yeah. Turn on the power. That's cool. The school festival committee. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival Chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a SeeD, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. But I only had myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival Committee. Goodbye, Balam Garden, Wimbley Donner. The Donner is so very Wimbley. Log in, Levi confirmed. Girlfriend data for Levi. Searching. Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. We're gonna keep those normal. Because I don't know what they are anyway, so I'm hoping keeping their names normal will make it easier to associate them with what's going on. The tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. This tutorial can also be accessed through the regular menu at any time during the game. Oh, there's a test! Wow. Left stick, right stick, turn on analog mode switch to use the sticks. I don't have that option. Oh, actually, I do have an option. Hold on. This button. And then I do this, and then I have to get my controller, and then I have to get my controller, and then I have to do this button, and then this button. And then this. I think I've successfully turned on the analog mode. You guys read that? You can! Look at that! It's so fuzzy on my screen. I love it. It's so simple, but I love it. Triangle to walk. Oh, so running is normal. The stick works! Yes! Squall selfie. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna do this. I thought there's actually a girlfriend junction. This means a girlfriend must be junctioned in order to. I know it's GF and it's Guardian something, but it's more entertaining to use the wrong words. Must be junctioned in order to power up and use ability. That's how. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. No GF is junctioned. All other commands in gray cannot be selected. Once junction is selected, GF and magic commands appear. Since no GF is junctioned, magic is in gray. Let's junction a GF. Ifrit! Hey, I know what an Ifrit is. Square to see abilities possessed by a GF. Its abilities. Stats, HP, and vitality appear in white. Magic can now be junctioned to HP and vitality. Since there's no magic, we'll move on to setting abilities. 3 command abilities. And 2 non-command abilities. Total of 5 abilities. Depending on the abilities, maximum is 4 non-command. Means up to 7 abilities can be set. Let's use some abilities. Top window is for command abilities. Use during battle. Bottom is for character and party abilities. Since there's no magic, let's set a command ability. An empty slot is chosen. Draw. No, I didn't want to. Oh, good, I can back out. Alright. Wait, so it's quite literally like text-based. Guardian Force, that's what. Here, I don't really want to read through all of this, so let's just go and see what happens. I'm done. late, I'm late, I'm late! Bonk. Ah! You okay? There. I'm fine. Sorry, I was kinda in a hurry. Oh, yeah, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Oh, no. This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey! I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Sure. Woohoo! Alright, let's go. Take the elevator to the first floor lobby and I'll show you the direct. It's the elevator this way. I assume the elevator is on down the way that she just came from. Hello. Would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it's best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square. But keep in mind, not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. 7 cards. That is the director. That swirly thing at the bottom left is a save point, I think. Well, this is it. Balam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press X to select. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. To find the dormitory to the north. The majority of students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it. East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right, I have to go meet Instructor Treep at the front gate. Or is it Trep? Trepe. Treep like crepe. What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know, it's the garden festival. It's going to be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Kadawaki. Now, the East Block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose here. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Go. Okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material here you can look up. You can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid? We're going with Sid. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's SeeD exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the SeeD exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot! Free! Access the menu and save your game. And I'm going to do this because I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. Because I haven't saved this before. I'm going to put it on slot 2. Somebody remember? Oh, like that? Never mind. I'm going to put it on slot 1. Unused box. Save. No harm done. So, okay. No need to worry about it. Ooh, actually. Let me take a look at my cards. Izar. Fungar. Red Bat. Gala. That looks like a manta ray. Gesper. Fastitokalon F. Caterpillar. Caterpillar. Okay, so those would be the 7 that the one guy gave me. Cool. Alright, so where are we gonna do what we're gonna do? I'd like to explore, but I think we're going to just proceed. Hello. Every single year, you troublemakers entering. You get troublemakers entering. Oh, how I enjoy scolding. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, sorry. There's an in path and an out path. There's a tiny purple spot over here. Found a draw point. No one can draw. Don't know what that means. Hello, Treepy. Treep. Oh, Christmas. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. See? Speaking truth right there. Catumbas, welcome! Thank you so much for the raid. Let me see if I can get this to work properly. Hope you had a wonderful stream. And I will go. Affinity Leaf, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. The last Harferbray, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Welcome everyone, welcome. You see, I'm playing what could possibly be the 4th greatest Final Fantasy game. Well, I know there's a lot of them, but believe it or not, this is my first actual playthrough of any Final Fantasy game. I dabbled a bit in a Final Fantasy game on the Xbox 360, and otherwise it's been outside of my realm of experience. Had lots of experience with Legend of Dragoon, though, which is, I think, similar to a degree. Wait till I play Final Fantasy VII. You know, I've seen a lot of clips and stuff from the is it the remake that was recently publicized? Pretty insane. In for a treat. That is awesome. This music, it is phenomenal. That's for sure. Master Farmer. Never play Legend of Dragoon. Ouch. That hurts. One of my favorite games. Thanks for the follow, Grandmaster Farmer. Great morning theme for waking up. Not too loud, though. Gotcha, gotcha. And you got the first. Congrats. Is the remake really that much worse than the original? Did they just butcher it, trying to make it better than it originally was? Or was it just perfect and when it started and they just made it even worse? Can't even compare them. Well, that is good to know. We'll definitely have to, once we get to that point, which eventually I suppose we'll end up there, but not even sure it's the same sport. Nice. Did more of a reimagining than a remake. That's, I gotcha. Ouch. OG lovers of Final Fantasy VII, remake didn't hit it all for you. I gotcha. See, that's what happens when they try and fix perfection. You're totally right there. You're speedrunning Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X. X, I assume, is 10, unless it's specifically just isolated as X. That sounds... It is 10. Gotcha. That sounds like an adventure in its own right. Roughly how long are the Final Fantasy games on average? If you're not, I suppose, not speedrunning them. About 60 hours. Wow. That's awesome. That means we're gonna have a lot of episodes in these. Have I played E33? I'm gonna say no because I haven't got a clue what E33 is. From all over, Kato is Australian, you're Swedish, you have Germans, English, Dutch, Canadian, US dudes, and more. That is incredible. Expedition 33. Okay, I have not. I've seen a couple of people playing it over on Twitch. A couple of people I follow there, but myself, I haven't played it yet. It's a masterpiece. Good to know. I'll have to look into it a little closer, see if it's something we can rope into our lineup over here, maybe. Definitely worth checking out. Sure. Thanks for the tip. You all unite around Final Fantasy and other games, music and art. Just chill and hang out, streams, talk about interests. That is so cool. Forgetting the world and everything. Yep, I gotcha. And yeah, no worries on the as far as the auto mod stuff. I've got it set real tight because it's easier to monitor that way, but no big deals there. So yeah, that is awesome. Once again, thank you guys so much for the raid, and thanks for jumping in here to it's half lame, but you don't care. Outer Worlds 2 and finished it the other day. It was fun. You've been ban blocked before. No worries, it's all good. Over here we try and keep everything as family friendly as possible. Granted, we are playing a teen rated game here, so content that way it's not the end of the world. The goal is just to keep things as open to as many viewers as we possibly can is kind of what we strive for. But yeah, it's all good. It's not like AutoMod's gonna auto ban you for anything, so it just kind of gives me a moment to reevaluate things. We have some crazy people from the raid here. It's all good. we'll survive. So, but yeah, we definitely do appreciate you guys jumping over. We're gonna go ahead and get rolling back into this here and see what we can progress through. We normally run about 2 hours, generally about 2 hours. Today is actually a Sea Pancake double stack, which itself is possibly kind of confusing, but it's in reference to our mascot guy here, who is Jack the Sea Pancake. We're gonna be running 2 episodes, so a total of about 4 hours. Well, you successfully triggered it, so maybe twerking their junk to the funk. Fair enough, fair enough. So, and as a heads up, because I know you guys are all major Final Fantasy fans, I guarantee I'm gonna mispronounce names and everything throughout this because I'm not real familiar with it. Gotta be honest, kind of impressed that Automod doesn't doesn't check things like that, but it's so, but yeah, mispronunciations and things in here. We're gonna get, and we're gonna have a lot of that, guaranteed. It's one of my mini specialties, so I apologize if my pronunciation throws anybody off. But how am I liking Final Fantasy VIII so far? So far, it's really good. It's very nostalgic because the art style is very familiar, or very similar to what we saw in Legend of Dragoon. And I am a huge Legend of Dragoon fan. Actually, really looking forward to the PC port that they've been working on. They're very close to releasing Final Build 3. I don't remember what the numbering was on it, but they're right up to a very significant breakthrough on their updates and their remastering and absolutely everything on it. It's community driven. There's a group. Let me see if I can find a link to it for you. But it's a whole, like, an unofficial port. But what they've done is they've actually reverse engineered the entire game engine, and it doesn't use it uses all original assets to the extent that you have to have a normal copy of the game for the PC version to work. It doesn't ship any of the original assets with it. It's pretty crazy. They just unpack everything and then it goes psychotic on it. But let me see if I can get a link to that real quick. It's called Severed Chains is the name of the project. And here it is in chat. Where they're currently at right now, they've got upscaling stuff set up. Everything except battle is running at 4K, 60 FPS. They've remastered the backgrounds and the environments, so you get widescreen options. Loading and transitions have been updated, so they run faster. They've made it so you can actually swap out Dart from the party, so you don't even have to play as Dart at all. They are doing all kinds of updates. They're working on bringing the Dig Dabas event or mini game back into it, because that was originally only available on the Japanese version of the game. If you had the Pocket Station, which was a little like Tamagotchi version of a game thing that you could plug into the PlayStation and access your save through it at the memory card slot. And that allowed you to play this little mini game and collect items and gold and things. It was actually designed to be the primary gold generation function for the entire game itself. They've made so you can tweak different things as far as like the difficulty levels. You can adjust the damage of different things. They're in the process of making custom additions. There's been talk of making additions for Shauna, with her bow and everything. You can swap additions mid-battle. You can swap armor, I believe, mid-battle. You can definitely swap additions. And all kinds of other things. It's insane the amount of work that they've gone to, and it's so incredible that they've been able to keep something like that alive, especially as much fun as we had playing it when I was younger. And I mean, I've of all the games I've played, I've probably played through it the most of any game as far as a long run game. The Legend of Random. So it's pretty insane. Absolutely love it. They've done some silly things around different holidays and like made kind of a Christmassy sort of thing. You'll be back soon. Food is ready. No worries. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. That's winner chicken dinner. There you go. So it's incredible, but that's a whole nother realm of technically RPG, I think. So we'll go ahead and get back in here to Quistis guide that she was talking to us on here. Here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF, which I quickly learned did not mean girlfriend. And this is going to be the same tutorial we looked at on the computer beforehand. He was sent from Balam on a mission, all the time wishing he was in his new kitchen, eating garlic chicken, sour cream, dipping, finger licking. Spitting rhymes right there, spitting, yeah. Yeah, that's where I was going with that. Okay, so this junction tutorial is exactly the same as what we ran through before we left the classroom, so there is no reason to take this slow. And magic is not available right now, so I'm not going to click on magic. We'll zip through this again. Same thing we dealt with just a little bit ago. That doesn't mean I'm going to remember any of it at all by the time we get there, but we'll pretend that I will. Get through this and get moving on. Yeah, the last time I started playing this, which was a long time ago, long before I was even streaming, I basically got through the tutorial, and the system that I was playing on ended up crashing, and there was a catastrophic failure error in the game, and I literally could not go any farther than like a battle on the map screen between where we're currently at and the next major zone as far as progressing the story. And that was kind of the end of that playthrough. The Fire Cavern, that's where we're headed. So once we get to the Fire Cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stock. Ready to go? The Fire Cavern, used for the test, is located east of here. And away we go. Relatively painless, I believe. She did say east of here, so I probably shouldn't go west. East? I thought you meant west. Well, that's promising. Chance for first strike. Levi, do you still remember? R1 is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzo Kukin. Goes the Weast is the beast. Hey, I should probably actually attack instead of R1. Oh, that's gonna be that one. That didn't work quite as smoothly as I had hoped, but we didn't die. So that's the biggest thing. A magic stone piece. Sure on the timing on this. Whether my timing is off or whether it's just not reading the inputs. I would venture to say it's probably most likely my timing is off, because that is that's about how my luck goes. Wow, we have a lot of experience. Magic Stone. Comparatively a lot of experience, I guess. It's probably not much in the grand scheme of things, if, truth be told. Okay, junctioning magic. Now, pay attention. I'll be explaining how to utilize the magic you have stocked. Well, junctioning magic can raise the character's stats. If the GF has learned the ability to junction onto stats, that particular stat will be displayed in white. I select the junction here. The GF magic commands will appear. You're able to junction magic by selecting magic. You know, that seems like it makes sense. It would be difficult to junction magic by selecting GF. A list of magic appears. Use the cursor to select which stat to junction. Presumably the ones that are highlighted are the only ones that you can junction. Use magic with the cursor. So the stat value changes. Magic will be displayed next to the stat and the value will change. Only one magic can be assigned to each stat. However, there's no need to junction magic manually one by one. Select Auto after junctioning. Auto junctions magic automatic. There are 3 commands to choose from. Attack favors strength. Mage favors magic. And Def favors raising HP. Thus, magic can be used thus. It's fancy. Magic can be junctioned easily using Auto. Let's select Attack function. Thunder and Isuna. Magic has been junctioned to favor strength. When you draw new magic, try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become strong. Okay, we're ready to go. Oh! You know how to use your gunblade? I should probably review it. I'm pretty sure, but, oh, it's gonna be this. Maybe I already went over this. First status screens shows attack strength, etc. second screen shows status and elemental related information. The third shows the GF related information. The fourth, there we go, the limit break. Levi's gunblade settings can be changed in the limit break screen. There are two settings, gunblade auto, Renzokuken indicator. Renzokuken. If you select gunblade auto to on, you don't get an indicator. Renzokuken hits automatically without having to press R1. However, a perfect may not be possible with this option. You must select on. Press R1 manually at the right time. Okay. That is the bumper and not the trigger. I believe. I'm on a PS5 controller, so that might be inconsistent. If the indicator is turned off, the indicator will not be displayed. Gunblade auto option is turned on. The indicator is turned off automatically. So I'm guessing it just wasn't working properly earlier because I didn't notice any indicators. This is either a monster or some kind of a guard. Or both. Objective. To obtain a low-level GF, a SeeD member must support. Are you ready? Sure. Good as I'll ever be. I'm ready! I'm his support. Instructor number 14, Quistis Schrader. Select a time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities. Challenging, yet reasonable. I don't know. The answer is probably 10 minutes, but let's go 20. Give me some time to work. I hope. I may have misinterpreted the way that those times are supposed to be. Oh, there goes the timer. Let's get in here. My job is to support you in battle. Everything else is up to you. Fine. You know, the boys often choke on this test when I come with them. Yes, my charm makes them nervous. Yes, I'm sure it's your charm. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. Let me out of Volcano Villude. I guess it is a fire cavern, so it probably explains the lava. Really don't know what I'm doing in here except for getting attacked. Not seeing any of these indicators that I was anticipating. That victory sting, I guess? The sequence of the audio there sounds very familiar. A vampire pack. Crossroads. Down to draw point. No one can drop. Oh. did that. I feel like we've accomplished something significant in a very insignificant situation. Only get an indicator if I use my limit break. Normal attack, I have to press R1 when the sword makes a sound. Okay. So there's a possibility that it got... Okay, so it's mostly... Oh, there's an ice attack. Well, that would be great, except for I don't have a scan. And, because I don't know what's going on. It's very different, I'm finding already, than, of course, again, I'm gonna end up comparing it a lot to my experience with Legend of Dragoon. Which had, of course, had the addition system that was very new and very almost revolutionary at the time. So that was pretty straightforward as far as when you're hitting your additions and that sort of thing. And when it talked about pressing the button for this, I figured it was going to be something similar, but that's very clearly not the case. And there's also the possibility that there could be a keybind issue. Definitely wouldn't be the first time, you know. Hey, look, I found a scan. Wow. The encounters here are frequent. Oh. Also able to clean. That is good to know. Hitting the shoulder buttons. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Couldn't find any items. This. test that out in a safe environment. I imagine there's probably some encounters that you can't run from, like boss battles or whatever the GF is here. I guess I was right. You and Safer are in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Literally walking up an active lava. This is seems more hazardous than the monsters we're fighting. Okay, this is it. Are you ready? Good thing I didn't pick 10 minutes, because I never would have made it here. You seem confident enough. Oh, it's Ifrit. Pretty sure that's Ifrit. Looks like an Ifrit. You fired. Also smells like an Ifrit. I don't know, would they smell toasty? Or would they smell burnt? Smells like Teen Ifrit. Impudent humans! Okay, so, concerned about, dying. Sulfur and ash and brimstone and fire and a hint of goat. Delicious. Warm goat. So, if she dies, is it game over sort of thing, or is it only if we both die? Not bad for a human. Only if both? Awesome. Prepare to sacrifice the teacher. All team members have to KO for game over. Awesome. Just gonna say, it seems like he's targeting her a lot, but then he attacked me, so. That stings. See an arrow, press right. Don't forget I have my GF. Oh, there she goes. Of my Phoenix down and my remedy, do either of those heal someone in her situation? Phoenix resurrects. Perfect. Well, it looks impressive, even if it doesn't do much. 85. Honestly, I'd kind of like to have her back online, because and then he's probably going to take her out right away, but
For me to lose to a human, very well. I will join you.
hey, I win! Didn't receive experience. Hello. Drives a GF from a fail. Ifrit's card. It was an Ifrit. And we'll leave their names the same to help my brain keep track of them, because I'm going to be very lost. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. It's great that our main character finally got his girl. If you junction that GF, you'll be able to use the LMJ ability. Here's an explanation on elements. Elemental junctioning. Junction can change basic parameters such as strength and magic, as well as elemental parameters. By junctioning a GF with elemental junction ability, as magic is junction, L-AD slot above HP turns what? I'll take your word for it. Have fun with the game, you're out for the day. That's all good, thank you. The last, I'm gonna mispronounce your name, sorry about that. Hafferbray? Thanks for stopping in, thanks for joining in the raid. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, or morning, whatever, and wherever you happen to be. When arrow over is selected, the elemental junction screen. Elemental junction works like other junctions. Select the stat, and choose the magic. I hope it can also auto-junction. Non-elemental magic cure cannot be junctioned. Vex attack events differently. Element attack. And set element to a character's. So that basically makes your attack do elemental damage. Maximum value of 100, the attack becomes entirely elemental. Cool. Ice at 50% means the damage only increases by 50%. But presumably against something that's strong against ice elementals, it would maybe reduce the damage by a portion, because you're now attacking with partially elemental that it resists. So that's my theory. Maybe beyond what's going on here. Defense. Hira. Damage from that element is reduced. Reduction of damage is shown in percentage. At 100%, damage is reduced to 0. Cool. Fire damage is reduced to 20, because elemental defense is 8. Star value is displayed when the value is over 100%, including indicating that damage is absorbed. So that's healing. Multiple magic types can be junctioned with elemental defense depending on the DF's ability. Function multiple magic types with the same elemental for cumulative effect. You can also select auto, yes, thank you. Includes elemental junction tutorial. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters here, so junction blizzard to your elemental attack. Have an easier time with fire elemental enemies. Okay, let me remember how to get to the menu. junction. Me. For the sake of my brain, let's just go ahead and... because I don't... Oh. If... There. And this. Yes. That is not confusing at all. There's so many tiers of things to figure out and process. Basically what I'm gathering is anything that isn't illuminated from our junction GFs, we can't manipulate. And of course, scan can't be junction. SPR, that's spirit. No, scan could be, but spirit on the other thing that we're doing. Okay. We're gonna pretend that that is successfully done. Now I think we just have to leave and see where things go. Oh, that's right, we're in pain. Maybe should have thought about that. I found the indicators, yes! I'm so unreasonably excited about that. Renzo Kukin. By that I mean we're getting attacked by something on our way out of the dungeon. Chance for first strike. Well, strike indeed. No, go back. Renzo Kukin. Boom, boom, boom. Rough divide. Well, I know my button works now. It's a good confirmation. Oh, I think we broke it. So we may have a legitimate problem here. I know we're not very far into the game, but I'm actually having a great time with this. Oh, hold on. Oh, blue magic laser eye. That sounds fun. Oh no buttons on that one. Do it again. $688 points. Wow. You know, if I hadn't have missed that in the Ifrit battle, that would have. Oh, of course, she gets to level up, but I don't. How dare she? But yeah, it's already been quite enjoyable. There's my level. Feeling slightly less left out. It's kind of weird that the instructor's only one level above the student, though. Why are the guards missing? Shouldn't the guards be here? Seems suspicious. They were just there to keep me from entering. I see how it is. Alright, let's try and snag a couple more battles here, I think. This area here, actually before we ever got to the cave, that was where we crashed before when I crashed before. I guess it would technically have been we. And had a catastrophic failure, so it's... Ooh. Renzo. Peachmas, welcome! Trying to pull the Renzo Kyukin up, but the real-time combat on this is a bit crazy. I can't tell if I'm getting the button pressed at the right time on that, or if it's even doing anything. Oh no, I failed, but it didn't. No, it didn't. Well, it didn't. So. Oh good, it does have... I was wondering, after that last battle, I was wondering if it showed how much experience I needed for the next level. Because that's a whole lot easier than hoping that we're getting close. Kind of like to get leveled up again before we go back. Not that it's probably terribly important, but being a little over-prepared for something never killed anybody, except for someone whose health is already really low. Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Renzo Kyukin.
Messed up because I was trying to run the other character at the same time. I think he died. Let's see if I can. This. Also, can I save out here on the map? I can. That's also familiar with. Doing a save. A couple more battles we should level up, and then we can go back to our exam. Might take a couple if we're doing it that way. I think we're gonna go ahead and move on back. It's gonna end up really tedious. Need to progress. Must progress. Oh, nice. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the SeeD exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. This will be a long playthrough. You remember this game being very long. Yeah, somebody in here earlier said that they average about 60 hours. Which is great, because that's equivalent to roughly 30 episodes at our typical duration, and that's assuming that I don't blunder around a lot, which I probably will. Which is great. Lots of content that way. I wasn't necessarily looking for another long game right off of the was it Donkey Kong? It wasn't Donkey Kong. It was the other Rareware game, Banjo-Kazooie. But this one just, I was thinking about it, it just kind of stuck in my mind. I'm like, this is kind of a game, this series of games that I didn't play growing up, and thought it'd be fun to give it a try. And because last time, like I was mentioning earlier, the last time that I tried playing this game, the game itself had a catastrophic failure and couldn't get into that first fire cavern. It always got locked up when it would enter the first battles. And yeah, it made things difficult. But this one's working a lot better. New abilities gains AP, XP, and AP. XP gained from battles levels up GF. The AP gained during battle can be distributed to learn different abilities. Okay. And Shiva is selected. Shiva's stats are shown. XP level and compatibility between characters. Select learn. Oh, okay, so we can use AP in order to unlock basically additional areas to junction things. Glad I got it working. Yeah, me too. It's already been addicting. Which is probably good and bad, but it's bad in the best way. Abilities in white, such as Strength J, are abilities already learned. While abilities in gray have not been learned yet. First number is in gray. Shows the AP spent towards learning. Okay, so it takes that many. Gotcha. Makes sense. Right Heartilly shows 50 AP are required, of which 0 have been spent. In order to learn the elemental attack J, it takes 160. And confirm. Elemental attack J will then be displayed to the left under learning. Oh, that's so different. So it's not like I get to select what it goes into necessarily. Like, I don't have a pool of AP that then I can just be like, you get some AP, and you get some AP, and you get some AP. I like select the ones that they automatically assign it to when they earn it. When all AP are gained, it is learned. Once it's learned, AP will automatically move to an ability not yet learned. That's awesome. With each learned ability comes a different set of abilities to learn. The order of learning affects the GF's powers. Therefore, it is recommended to return to this screen to set the next ability.
This concludes the tutorial. Thank you, and good luck.
Now change into your uniform and assemble at the 1-floor lobby. First. Oh, you're just gonna leave me here. Okay, so go here. Summon magic damage right here. Oops. Oh, we're so close to having that one unlocked. There's no sense in changing that one out yet. Same thing on hers. And the only reason, or Shiva, yeah. The only reason Ifrit's not that close is because we just added that one to our collection. Let's go ahead and switch to strength. That looks good. Okay. Away we go. So to change into our oh, good, I can finally draw on this since I figured out how that works. Give me cure. So presumably we have to go to the dormitory to change into our uniform. And then take our... Hello.
Perhaps I should go home this weekend. I really should go visit my parents.
Good idea, dude with bandana. I didn't mean to leave. I was trying to go in the outdoor. Bro! I'm gonna stop trying to manipulate the game and just play it normally. You get troublemakers, and I love scolding them. Now, you little whippersnapper, don't be coming in here and doing that in our facility. SeeD. I should probably go find somewhere to heal, and I wonder if going to the infirmary allows me to do that. No, I don't need to overwrite yet. So, infirmary was to the southwest. God, they've got a map here. Be terrible. But wow, everybody disappeared. How long was I looking at the directory? Okay, this should be southwest. It also looks like propeller. Hello. I said hello. Okay, just ignore me. That's fine. how we do things around here, I suppose. Hello. Oh, Levi, your exam's today, right? Take it easy now. Would you heal me, please? Is this a place of heals? Okay. Wait, what? Guess this doesn't do what I thought it did. I have to run all the way back. All the way to the north. Here's the dormitory. Hello. Wonder how many are going to pass the SeeD exam today. That written test sure was hard. Well, at least you made it to the written part. I still haven't finished all my credits yet. I know, I have a lot left too. It'd be nice if we could all take it together. Yeah, even cooler if 3 of us pass. Okay. Hey, a save point. I'll save now, but if I restore health by sleeping, which is possible, I'm gonna want to save after. Sleep. Yes. Health restored? Yes. That's awesome. Good to know. Let's explore a little bit here first. Guess it's not a one-person dorm after all. Not that anything said it was, I just it seemed small and single-person, so I speculated. Based on our timing, depending on what the SeeD exam all incorporates, Levi, over here. We'll probably get to the end of the SeeD or complete the SeeD exam, and then we'll outro and intro for the second half of today's stream. I'll be announcing the squad assignments for the exam now. Let's see. You'll be with Zell Dinkt. Quite a lively fellow. Dinkt. Dinkt. Lively, he's just loud. Can't I switch members? I'm afraid that's not possible. Over here, Zell. I don't know what's going on. But that animation, that was crisp. Whoa, I'm with you. Not a chance, bro. I am not shaking that hand. Zell's limit break settings can also be changed in the status screen. auto. I'm sorry, what is this special? Is this I'm gonna mess everything up so much. Limit break duel will execute automatically. Limit break moves listed on the screen are selected random. That's all for Sal's limit break. You don't get along with Safer, do you? Heard he whooped you pretty bad this morning. We weren't fighting, we were training. I bet you he doesn't think so. Look, Safer's just being a pain in the butt. All you have to do is ignore him. It's none of your business. Ahem. Excuse me, but that Safer you're talking about, he's your squad leader. Why would you do that? Say what? It can't be changed. Safer, are you here? Him and his goons. Fujin and Rajin are tagging along as usual. Guess that makes up the whole disciplinary committee. You're the squad leader. Good luck to you. Instructor. I hate it when people wish me luck. Save those words for a bad student that needs them, eh? Okay then. Good luck, Safer. Get wrecked. Add instructor trait to the list. A list? What is it? Well then. You're all assigned to Squad B. I'll be the instructor in charge. Teamwork is of the utmost importance. Let's get through this exam, everyone. Listen up. Teamwork means staying out of my way. It's the Squad B rule. Don't you forget it. Headmaster Sid. Everyone here? Sid? He gets called Sid until I find out different. And then he'll probably still get called Sid. Yep, he's definitely Sid. It's been a while, everyone. How's everyone doing? This exam will involve 12 members from squads A through D. You will be proceeding to the real battlefield. Obviously, the battles are for real. Life and death, victory and defeat, honor and disgrace. Each of these go hand in hand. There's only one way or the other. How about it? Are you still up for it? You will be accompanied by 9 SeeD members. Should you fail, these members shall get the job done. They always do. Well, that's one less worry on your mind. The pride of Balam Garden, the elite mercenary force, SeeD. Learn from them, obey their commands, and accomplish this mission. Prove yourself worthy of becoming a member of SeeD. Kinda has a vague resemblance of, Robin Williams. Best of luck! I hate it when people wish me luck. Oh, I'm supposed to move now. Let's get a move on. Okay. Oh, we're taking the garden car. Looks like Saber must be driving, or one of its goons. No, he's not.
Yo, Levi, show me your gun blade, will ya? Show me your moves. Come on, man. Just a peek. I just want to look at your gun. Fine.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, dude, you'll get to see it when we fight something. Why are you being so selfish, Scrooge?
Say something, will ya? What's on your mind?
Nothing. Why does she keep doing that? I should probably click the button.
Stop that. It's annoying.
Chicken wings.
What did you call me?
Knock it off. Instructor. Who was that girl in the infirmary this morning? Was someone there? I didn't notice anybody. Is there a problem? No, not really.
This is great. And chicken wuss and a guy who just reached puberty in my squad.
Jerk. Show me your moves. Yeah, what's he think he is, Captain Falcon? How to drive? Back, forward, hit on off. Steer with directional button. Steer with left stick. Forward, back with right stick. R2 change pop. I'm R2ing, but I am not changing pop. I'm R1ing, and pop is not changing. Ooh, look at me do the vehicle shimmy. Right stick. Right stick does not respond. Why would triangle be back? I guess triangle is back in the menu, so... Oh, I'm gonna drive off the cliff. I may have underestimated how much longer it was before the SeeD exam. We may have to cut right before the SeeD exam, and then, have I been playing anything off stream lately? Kind of, but not to any substantial progression. I've been popping in on dailies on Umumusme because there's giveaways and stuff going on there. Same thing with Genshin Impact. There is, and I think I recorded it. I don't remember. No, I didn't, because it was literally just basically a check-in and play a couple of Roblox style games for the event, and I still need to actually do that today sometime. Genshin Impact, and then check-ins on Zenless and Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, otherwise nothing of anything substantial. A little bit of Pokemon Go every once in a while, but that's kind of in passing and as events and things go on. But eventually, spoiler alert, I guess, kind of. Eventually, we're gonna end up getting a Switch 2 because I want to get Pokemon Legends Z through A. Nice picks, thanks. They're entertaining for sure. But yeah, eventually, before too long, we're gonna pick up Switch 2. We're gonna get Legends Z through A, and the plan is to play it on stream. I do have Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus, that's how I usually pronounce it. I know it's probably not how it's pronounced. I do have that I started playing previously, not on stream, but it might be worth pulling that out and playing it on stream, or at least doing recordings of it. Starting a new playthrough, of course, and going through that. So there's that. There's also Hyrule Warriors being released like yesterday or today, sometime really very soon, and that's another one that's on the docket for getting. I have the other two. I actually have the other two Hyrule Warriors. Other two, I think. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors games on the regular Switch, and we haven't actually played through them. I played them myself. Played through the main one most of the way, and then just started the second one. And things tend to take a back burner when you've got second job, and then you got streaming, and then you got everything else. But I like the Switch 2. You have one. Is it? I honestly, I was holding off on the Switch 2 because Nintendo and their track record with hardware is not great. If it was an investment position, I would avoid it like the plague. Because they tend to have problems when they release new hardware, and it bothers me. I don't like being the experimental crew for them. But sadly, it hasn't been long enough for them to have really ironed out any potential issues that it might have had. They can do some software-based upgrades, but as far as physical hardware issues, I haven't necessarily heard of a lot of hardware issues at this point either, so that's a positive side of things. But I'm hesitant because of it. Because I mean, the console's not cheap. The games are even less cheap. It's like $70 for Pokemon Z through A with the DLC and everything. No hardware issues so far. You were surprised. Also never beat Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, the thing with Hyrule Warriors was it seemed like there was a lot of, as far as doing like 100% sort of thing, or actually completing it, so to speak, there was a lot of semi-tedious things. But if I remember right, it's been so long since I played that too. They are, yeah, definitely very expensive. Although, on the bright side, my feller down here, this would be compatible with it because it's actually a Switch 2 controller that I thought I was going to game the system and make work for other things, and it kind of does, but it also mostly doesn't. And did you see, I don't know if you've seen, but they have a Virtual Boy attachment for the Switch 2, for the Virtual Boy Online or Virtual Console that they have, and it really it's making me want to spend some money. It really is. I'm a sucker for the Virtual Boy. It gave me so many migraines back in the day, and it's got, I don't know if it's like a lens system to give you the 3D effect or what it is, but it's like a whole headset unit, and it comes with a stand, the classic like L-shaped legs that are all linked together, and it's still only $100 like all the rest of the controllers are. I think the other controllers were 100. Maybe they're only like 60 on the controllers. But $100 didn't seem like that bad for getting to relive the Virtual Boy era without the ribbon cable delaminating and making the lens blink out and die on you. Because that was what happened to the original one. Is that they glued it rather than soldering it, and that failed over time. With that being said, I do have original hardware on the Virtual Boy. That was an expensive sourcing process, but I did get it, and it works. I had to fix it, but it works for now. It required some... I had to use a banding iron in order to fix it, and it was scary, and I did it, and that's really the biggest thing. So, yeah, sidebar, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, eventually we'll end up getting that and incorporating that into industry. See, the bright thing is if I use it for stream, I can potentially write off a portion of it as business expenses and offset some of that as far as taxes go. I wouldn't be able to necessarily 100% of it because I want to be able to play it not on stream too, but that's a thing. So I think what we're gonna do, because of our timing right now, we're at a really good spot as far as in the story to go ahead and cut the episode. Reminder for those of you here, do not run away. We will continue here in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and outro, and then we're going to take a brief intermission, and then we will continue from there. So let me go ahead and get that outro rolling, and then we'll progress. But again, don't run away if you're watching live, because we will continue the stream in just a few moments. So, for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at whenever I get here in the PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. We also have a TikTok and a Twitter, as well as a Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram are the best places to stay up to date on any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. There's a possibility that I've just doubled up on that. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the content there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That's everything for this episode of Flashback Fridays featuring Final Fantasy VIII. Hope you had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Till then, stay random.
Friday.